Over half of all businesses that try to implement AI automation fail because they dive in without a strategy. But the companies that take the time to plan see a shocking 30% boost in productivity and slash operation costs in half. Here's the main reason your AI strategy is failing and how you can fix it. How many times have you jumped into something without thinking or planning first? If you're like me, probably more than a few times. And some of those have worked out, but others not so much. If we haven't met before, I'm Brandon Hurst, and I set up online systems that help businesses get more customers and increase their profits. Today, I want to talk to you about why having an AI automation strategy is absolutely critical before starting implementing any AI tools into your business. Here's a problem that most business owners face. They hear about all these amazing AI tools that can save them time and money, so they start trying random tools without any plan. And what happens next is pretty predictable. They waste hours learning tools that don't actually solve their specific business problems. They spend money on subscriptions that they barely use. And worst of all, they miss out on any real benefits AI could bring to their business. According to recent research, businesses with a clear AI strategy are seeing up to 30% increases in productivity, while those without a strategy often abandon AI altogether after wasting a bunch of resources. The main difference between success and failure with AI isn't about which specific tools you use. It's about having a strategy first. Before you implement any AI tool, you need a clear roadmap that outlines exactly what problems you're trying to solve and how you'll measure success. Now that we understand why strategy is crucial, let's break down the 6 essential elements that every AI strategy needs. First, you need specific, measurable goals. The problem is that most businesses say, we want to use AI to prove our business, and that's way too vague. The turning point comes when you get specific about what you're trying to achieve. For example, we want to reduce customer service response times by 50%, or we want to automate 75% of our data entry tasks. The main thing is that your goals need to be specific and measurable. Then write down exactly what success looks like with the numbers attached. So, question for you. Have you defined specific measurable goals for your AI implementation? If not, pause the video and jot down at least one specific goal. Second, define your audience. One of the problems with businesses is they buy AI tools without actually thinking about who will use them. To make sure this doesn't happen to you, you need to map out exactly who will be interacting with these systems. This includes your team members and potentially your customers. You'll want to list every type of user who will engage with your AI systems and what their needs and technical skill levels are. Third is to research your options. Jumping into AI tools without understanding which parts of your business could actually benefit from automation causes wasted time and effort. The turning point happens when you take the time to identify your most time-consuming and repetitive processes that could be automated. What you need to do is research both processes you want to improve and the available AI tools that might help. And make sure you don't skip this step. It's very important to map this out. In a moment, I'm going to share one framework that makes implementing your AI strategy absolutely seamless. This is something that most businesses completely miss. Okay, so step number 4 is to create a timeline. If you don't have a timeline, AI implementation drags on forever or gets abandoned. You can avoid this by creating a clear schedule for rollout, testing, and adoption. All you have to do is break down your implementation into phases with specific deadlines for each milestone. Step number 5 is to establish benchmarks. If you don't know your starting point, you can't measure improvement. You're going to need to capture baseline metrics before implementing any of the AI tools. You can do this by documenting your current performance metrics so you can accurately measure the impact of your AI automation efforts. And finally, the last step is to plan for reporting. The problem is that many businesses implement AI but never track whether it's actually delivering results. The turning point comes in when you set up a system that regularly monitors and reports on the impact of your AI implementation. This will also notify you if something is broken or not working properly. The best way to do this is to create a simple dashboard that tracks your key metrics and shows the ROI of your AI investments and status. Now that you understand the 6 elements of an effective AI strategy, let's talk about how to actually implement it. I want to share something that has completely changed how I approach AI implementation with my clients. Here's a simple framework for implementation that is called the S.M.A.R.T AI framework. S is for start small. M is for measure results. A is for adapt quickly. R is for retrain your team. And T is for test continuously. Last year, I worked with a business that was drowning in customer service emails. They tried implementing a chatbot, but it was creating a lot more problems than it was actually solving. And the main reason for this is because they skipped creating the strategy. So to fix this, we started by creating a clear goal, which was to reduce email response time from 24 hours to under 2 hours. Then we identified their audience. This was their 2-person customer service team and their customers. Instead of implementing a complex system right away, we started small with an AI email assistant that could categorize and draft responses to common questions. Then we set up simple measurements, tracking response times and customer satisfaction scores. Then when we noticed that certain types of questions were still causing delays, we adapted quickly by creating specific AI templates for those scenarios. After that, we spent time retraining the team on how to review and personalize the AI drafted responses. And then we continually tested different approaches, making small improvements each week. And then within 2 months, they had reduced the response time to under 90 minutes on average, and customer satisfaction scores improved by 35%. Key lesson here is that successful AI implementation follows a structured approach. Start small, measure constantly, and be willing to adapt. Okay, so let's wrap this up by covering the specific next steps you should take to develop your AI strategy. The thing that I run into with most business owners is they feel overwhelmed by AI and just don't know where to start. But you can get over the overwhelm by breaking it down into simple, manageable steps. So, with that being said, here's your 3 step action plan. Step 1 is to conduct an AI readiness assessment. Document your time consuming manual processes. Rate each one on a scale of 1 through 5 of automation potential. Then identify your top 3 opportunities. Step 2, create your 1 page AI strategy document. Define your specific goals, identify your audience, outline your research findings, create a 90-day timeline, establish your baseline metrics, and plan your reporting structure. Step 3 is to start small with one pilot project. Select one process with high impact potential. Use the S.M.A.R.T AI framework, document your results, and share your learnings. Having an effective AI automation strategy doesn't have to be complicated. By breaking it down into these steps, you can start seeing results within 90 days. If you're ready to implement AI in your business the right way, book a free 15-minute strategy call with me today. During this call, we'll identify your biggest AI opportunities and create a customized implementation plan for your specific business needs. Just click the link in the description. Remember what we talked about at the start? Over half of businesses fail with AI automation because they don't have a strategy. Don't be one of them. With the right approach, AI can transform your business operations and give you back your precious time to focus on growth.